You know already that we also have related TV channels to KNTV. For refreshing your memory, Tidy TV is one of them, and this week a co-production of quite funny and entertaining series was announced and also already launched. Chunky the Hedgehog features Funky in the series titled Funky Alphabet. In it, Funky will guide you through alphabet his own funny and entertaining way. Not more than a minute or so long episodes will bring you some fun every day in episode and be are already released for you to enjoy them. Well, watching this new series we've just spoken about, you will see that Tidy TV finally has its own logo as well. It's something special and nothing like KNTV. Now it will be easier for you to recognize this to us related TV. Even a quick glance will tell you that our site was changed. Not so much in form of the home page as it was changed in sections we are linking to in top bar. There are only 4 link buttons now, which led you to 4 sections of our interest. Besides home page, there is also gaming and TV section, and there is also a part of our page which relates to all other things. All pages are renewed, so you'll find on them what was there at one particular time and went off the site later. Among all here you can also find Rugby page under other link. On it you can find everything what we put out related to this, at KN headquarters and network so beloved and popular sport. There can be find highlights of some matches, link to highlights archive, and from there you can link to all 3 parts of what game is your team article as well. Explore our site and enjoy all new look of all sections. Yesterday was Bonfire Day and we opened discussion about this as well. Celebration is over already and we hope you celebrated the day most of all safely. Now you are invited to tell us what you were up to on Bonfire Day and if everything came out as you wanted to, so welcome to our forum for discussion. You probably noticed that we have quite peaceful times on our network, and as this happens our head admin Ta only posted an apology to our forum. Sometimes it's hard to navigate in between all the obligations we have, so it happens from time to time. We apologize for the leak of activities which occurred at the moment, but we will surely be back into normal course of action soon, so don't navigate away from us. A little help from members who are not too active at the moment would surely suit us and give us the so needed momentum to do the things even better. As I said at the beginning, we could follow the rugby game Wales vs Australia, but to our regret Wales didn't win this match. We published the teams and other facts of the autumn internationals before the game on our forum, and now we are running the discussion about just finished game. Join us and tell us your opinion about this. As you all know, there are autumn internationals in rugby sport, which is one of our main interests these days. We're especially locked on the games Wales plays, so previous and this Saturday was all rugby. The discussion is going on our forum, of course. Before the matches you can find all vital informations in the topic, and after the matches we surely run a discussion about the particular game. You are invited to join us, especially this week, when Wales almost won against South Africa. The game was brilliant, but obviously final touch was missing. However, whatever view on all this you have, you are welcome to present it in our rugby topic of general discussion forum. Wales played their 3rd rugby international this week, this time, yesterday, against Fiji. They ended with a draw, and we all think it's finally the time to see a victory on Millennium Stadium. Well, but we didn't wait until the game started. We are constantly running discussion in this topic, and so this week you could read the impressions from the game against South Africa, and we also published the squads for Fiji game when they were announced, Welsh and Fijians of course. Now, after the game the discussion is on the yesterday's game at the moment. How did you see this game and what are the expectations for the next one against All Blacks? You can discuss all this and more in our rugby topic. Even if I published a while ago that I won't continue my ghost story on the forum anymore, I changed my mind. I started to write this now already 2 books, story exclusively for Knight-Nui, and I feel I need to continue and finish the story right where I began it, on our forums. So here it is, the first chapter of the second book. In the chapter you are following the cloudy being Skyger taking the ultimate decision so she could solve some problems which are bothering her in the piece, but going to the safe spot of Council Cloud, where no one else could go if there were no meetings scheduled, didn't quite appear to be what it should be or what all thought it is. What is happening? You are warmly invited to read the continuing story on our forum. On our site this week we can unfortunately present you only with Connect Countdown. Connect will be launched this Wednesday, as we already published on our forum and reported about in previous news, but we will now count down on our site all the way until the release of it. Monitor our site to see what we are preparing for this occasion. Connect is out and so are some games for it to enjoy, and we promised some coverage of all this a while ago, but we, mostly Nintendo fans, haven't the opportunity to play with this newest Microsoft's toy yet. Regardless this fact, however, the review of Kinect is on our site. Stars are reviewing for us, we announced on our site, and we are not kidding. Rachel Price, Radio Cardiff presenter, was willing to give us a hand and review Kinect for us, since she was one among the first who put their hands on it. A great review, with a bit of Kinect emails reviewed in it as well, is on our site for you to read. And if you know Rachel at least a bit, or you have listened to her on the Radio Cardiff, then you know it worth to read it. And the last thing new on our site this week is the FIFA blog written by Granko this time. One who would not carefully read the first entry might even think it is all about the real football and not the game. But it is all about the game. FIFA 2010, which finally finished in real play action with our 2-headed men's, Granko and Taoni. What they did, who they bought to play for their team, and more of such things is what this all FIFA blog is bringing to you. As I saw many people on Twitter who are playing some kind of virtual football, being this FIFA or something else, this blog surely is something of their interest as well. Call of Duty Black Ops was released this week as well, but is it worth to be bought at all? Everyone may have his own view about this, so our headed man Taoni has one of his own as well. In the article which was released just on the evening of releasing of Black Ops, Taoni explains why he thinks this latest edition of Call of Duty should be better left on the store shelves than be bought. Waste of money and time, he says at the end of the article, but before you totally disagree with him, as I know there are many of you who love this game anyway, read the article first and you might even find some facts which can prove he might even be right at the end. As it should be, we marked Remembrance Day on our forum as well. As you know, hostilities of the World War I formally ended on 11th November at 11 a.m. in 1918, and in Commonwealth this day is observed as Remembrance Day to remember all casualties of armed forces and civilians of the war, especially World War I. Show your support to us was the idea which occurred to us in the middle of this week. We are all enthusiasts about our network, so why wouldn't we show to the whole world who we are and what we are supporting? For this purpose a Twibbon, a little icon which can be added to your Twitter avatar, was created. Show your support to us and add our little red icon to your avatar. If you already have one from elsewhere, it doesn't matter. You can have more Twibbons than one. Thank you for showing your support. In Doctor Who section we are bringing the news that a title of the Christmas special was revealed, and it titles A Christmas Carol. In the news you also can read a little something about what showrunner Stephen Moffat has to say about Christmas special. Some excerpts from it were also shown as part of yesterday's Children in Need programming on BBC. Kovian Corner is back. This is what was announced on the first page of our site, and the writing really is there. After a whole year off, finally, Kovian Corner returns to put the rights and drawings of the Hunniverse into place. As ever, Editor TR is harsh but fair this week on the subject of Doctor Who video games. Is written on the site. I believe you will maybe even be surprised on the subject, as everyone believes such series as Doctor Who deserves the best games ever, but it isn't quite so.